Welcome back, trainers, and in this video we're going to be taking a look at Qwilfish here. So as you're gearing up for Go Battle Night, I'm going to show you a team that could potentially help you out. So that's going to be pretty crazy here. So Qwilfish, okay. Poison Sting, what's going on here with the updated poison moves for this thing? Well, Poison Sting is going to be acting as if it's a mud shot. So charging energy very fast. So Qwilfish is going to be amazing. As you can see, good up against Nidoqueen here. We're going to be able to hold our own so long as we don't let an earth power go through, shielding it up correctly. And also it's going to be good up against something else that's going to be very common, which is going to be an Azumarill. Alright, so we are going to be pairing it up with Scrafty here. We could have went with Acid Spray. I realized after the fact that I made this video, I was like, you know what? We could have just made this a full complete test of the poison moves yet again with Acid Spray on Scrafty, which is not horrible, but it's not ideal, to be honest. If I had to switch it, probably Power Punch, and I would keep the Foul Play because that's got a lot of play, right? And then, of course, well, not of course, but we're going to be bringing back Skarmory here. I haven't really used this in a while. I have nothing against it. Skarmory is an amazing Pokemon. We've just had our 2 years of Skarmory going on here, so we are using other things, and maybe I would even have a Mawile in replace of Skarmory, but I wanted to switch it up here. I know a lot of you don't have the Shadow Mawile, or regular Mawile is kind of expensive. Skarmory is pretty available and everybody has it, so I figured this is going to be more relatable here. And with that said, if you do enjoy my videos, please give it a thumbs up. It really does help me out, and I'm excited for Go Battle Night. I am just fired up, but the thing is, I got a lot of stuff going on, so I got to work around it and figure it out, because you don't want to miss that Stardust, folks. You're going to be getting a lot more. Make sure you turn on a star piece when you do your battles. And if you haven't done your sets for the day, a little tip, you may want to do them all within the Go Battle Night time frame between 6 to midnight, so you can get that extra Stardust. Just a little tip there for you. So we're going to be able to take that win, and we're looking good here. So we do have the Qwilfish Poison, Skarmory Steel to protect the Scrafty from Fairy. So we're looking good. With that said, not much more to say. I probably could talk on and on, but let's just get right into the commentary. We're going to be going up against a Scrafty here, and this is okay, I suppose. See, Qwilfish is pretty squishy. We're resisting the fighting, but look at that foul play. Almost takes us out. Kind of disgusting. Almost building up to 2 of these Aqua Tails, and we're getting off 1, and we're actually able to get to another one here. If they shield, that's going to be pretty good of them. They'll be able to farm down. Yeah, exactly. And they'll be able to take the win here. Now, I think we should probably just go in here with the Skarmory. Oh, opposite of what I said, of course. So we're going to be eating a Power Punch. All right, they saw exactly what we bring in here. Maybe they didn't have energy for a foul play. Nonetheless, they're bringing in a Charm User, Ninetales, a Alolan, and then swapping into a Nidoqueen here up against our Skarmory. So Skarmory can handle Nidoqueens for sure. The poison moves are not very effective. The earth power is neutral because of the flying typing, right? It's not going to be doing super effective damage to the steel. Although if they do lower your attack maybe once, maybe twice, earth power then is going to hurt you, so you do need to look out for that. Nonetheless, they are really trying to bring our attack down. We're still holding on to our shields like, no, we're not giving them up. In comes the Ninetales, and we're pretty much peachy key at this point. We're going to go ahead and throw this Sky Attack, and then throw the next one here. I do believe we swap into our Scrafty to start, you know, doing damage to kind of preserve the health on the Skarmory here, as the Ninetales charm is kind of digging in, and it did have a lot of health. So now we're looking pretty good. They take us out instantly as expected. We still have 2 shields, and folks, this was not a 2 shield flex. It just so happened to work this way, and that is what it is. Good game. Moving on to our next opponent here, and we're met with a Bastodon. I'm really starting to get annoyed by this thing. It's really, man. And I did make a team that is actually going to be able to really smack that thing down, no pun intended, but I'm not going to be showing it here or talking about it. I'll be bringing you it later. It is going to be part of my Go Battle League team. I don't plan on using too many different Pokemon, honestly. I got a lot of stuff going on, and I just kind of want to focus on what I have going on right now, what team I have, so don't expect too many different Pokemon being used, unfortunately, but who knows, you never know, things might change. Anyways, in here with the Scrafty, and they're bringing in that Victory Bell Shadow. So we're going to go ahead and just take it out. We don't need to go for a foul play. Power Punch is fine, expecting them to shield anyway. Exactly. And we're still able to take that sucker out. The Victory Bell, that is. And they're bringing in a Umbreon. Now watch what Scrafty can do up against Umbreon here. This is the Mawile up against it for sure. You give it an inch and it will take a mile when it goes up against the Umbreon, so long as you have a shield there. Because those quick moves are really doing nothing with the dark type on us and fighting massive resistance. So Horrible Leaf, swapping into Scrafty. Man, I'm all over the place today. Swapping into Skarmory. Now, we still have to look out for Fire or Thunder Punch, but they're swapping into an Umbreon here, and we're still in a comfortable position, I suppose. Scrafty's going to be able to go up against Hypno, and this is not the worst matchup in the world here. We can bring in our Scrafty afterwards and then build up some energy to potentially go up against Hypno. Although they probably have a counter for it, so we'll have to look forward to that after we do take out the Umbreon, unless we can win this matchup here. Oh, that's definitely not happening, as we do let the Skarmory go down. Now, my thought process was to just farm it down here. They're not coming back with Hypno. They have something else. And it's their own Scrafty. There you go. So we're looking still good because we do have an energy advantage, and we are still holding on to both of our shields, and so are they. At this point, them having 2 shields, it doesn't really matter too much because we're just vamped up as far as our quick move is concerned. So we're going to go ahead and swap and start building up energy because we know they're going to come in with Hypno and take us out with that confusion. So at least we're going to be able to do some damage while we did build up energy up against that Scrafty there. As planned, perfect, going for a Thunder Punch, and we're able to actually survive that without shielding and getting off an Aqua Tail, not hitting the bubble, so we can go in here and farm with our Scrafty. Now, I know the counters are not very effective, but we're still going to be able to pull this off here. I mean, Focus Blast is the only thing that's going to really threaten us here. We're going to shield that up just to preserve our health anyways, because these counters will start adding up. And we're going to go ahead and let this first Power Up Punch go through, seeing that it's not going to do too much. And we have vamped up this thing. Well, this is going to be the first one here. And now we're vamped up, and they realize, you know, that's a loss, so we take the win there. Looking good. I really enjoy this team. Now, Qwilfish, the IVs, if you saw them in the beginning, why would I use such horrible IVs? Well, why would I use such good IVs? Because I can't seem to find a good Qwilfish with good PvP IVs. I don't know what's going on. After all these years, I still haven't found one, so we're just going to go with the one I got lucky with my son, right? Now, up against Swampert, they probably don't have Earthquake, right? So we don't have to worry about that. But watch how much Hydro Cannon does. Yeah, squishy Qwilfish, guys. I know it was a Shadow Swampert, but yeah. So they're swapping into Whimsicott. This is actually just fantastic because we're going to go in here with Skarmory and farm it all the way down. If they want to come back in here with Swampert, so be it. We're still going to be able to handle that thing with, I'm not going to say ease, but handle it. But they're going to be bringing in a Talonflame. I started to see a lot of these. As I started ranking up, Talonflame started to become just all over the place for some reason. It sounds good to me. They're taking us down, and you know what happens when Talonflame has a bunch of energy. Things can get out of hand very fast if you don't have something to combat it. So we're going to catch that. I mean, I have to say that was a freaking clean catch, folks. Catching that Flame Charge there, and we're looking good. So they are vamping themselves up, but since I did use the Qwilfish with like 2 HP as a third shield, I think we're going to be able to pull this one off and be okay here. So we're going to go ahead and go for the Foul Play just to take it out. I mean, no need to go Power Up Punch. That thing is just getting too much energy. In comes a Swampert. We're going to go for the Power Up Punch now, and this should do it. I think one more counter. Okay, never mind. That is it. Looking good and taking the win. Alrighty, folks. Let's keep it moving here. Qwilfish is a fantastic Pokemon. If you want to use it yourself, I would say it is worth it. I mean, it's not a huge investment. They're all over the place right now for this event, so you have nothing to lose. And if you have a shiny, well, you're going to look good in pink, right? So we're going to go ahead and throw our move as they do catch it. Very nice catch. And it is a Sableye, so not very effective. Very good thinking about those typings there. We're going to go ahead and bring in our Scrafty, and we're just going to go ahead and go Power Up Punch here. Just, you know, farm it down. They're going to hit us with Return for sure, but we're going to survive. Shadow Claws are not going to be able to take us out. We should be able to counter down, and beautiful, just barely. And that's all that matters is us winning that matchup, and we have energy here. We just got to be cautious as to what they're bringing in. It's going to be a Venusaur, so we are going for the Foul Play. Very nice, vamped up Foul Play. They're getting a shield up there. We're going to go ahead and bring in our Skarmory, and they're swapping into their Galarian Stunfisk, in which we're going to be bringing in our Qwilfish. Now, Qwilfish up against Stunfisk, is this a good matchup for you? It is. Rock Slide's going to hurt. Obviously, Earthquake's going to easily KO you. KO like 7 Qwilfish. But you got the Aqua Tail on your side and your new Mud Shot Poison Quick move, right? So you're going to be able to fight to some degree, but let's see here. Not able to survive that Rock Slide with a decent amount of health, but I want to show you the power of Skarmory and how this thing has just ran through the test of time, and it's just always been a solid Pokemon, and it still is for sure. Up against a Steel type, one of the best in the Great League. Let's just see how this works out in a zero shield situation here. Not even hitting all the bubbles like a scrub. Going for another one here. Got to take them out. I didn't hit all the bubbles because I was like, maybe I could farm a little, but I hit too many at that point. I figured this would be a Sludge Bomb, and I didn't remember if a Sludge Bomb would KO at this point, but a Frenzy Plant certainly won't, and we're able to get to another Sky Attack, and Skarmory is taking the win. A solid pull for us at the end there. There's no doubt about that. Skarmory absolutely helped us take the win in this battle, and looking good. On to our next opponent. We're met with a Alolan Marowak. It's about time. They're swapping into a Shiftry. We're going to go ahead and go right into our Skarmory. Now, we're not in the clear yet up against the Shiftry here because Foul Play is going to go right through us, and look at that. One more, I do believe, would take us out. If anything, we'd survive with a couple HP. So I figured why they're letting it go down is because, well, it's a horrible matchup, and they can just bring in a Alolan Marowak and farm us down here. And that's exactly what they're going to do. Feeling like I should have went to Brave Bird. Let's see if we get a shield. Okay, they still didn't shield up, so we could have made it. I don't know. It was really close. I think we would have actually fainted out. Nonetheless, bringing in the Qwilfish here, we still have to look out for Bone Club. Yeah, that's going to do a lot of damage. So we will survive another one. Going to get off this Aqua Tail, which is going to do big stab damage to the Alolan Marowak. It would have KO'd, no problem there. They're using a shield, and I think we're going to go ahead and match them here. And we should be able to get to this. Beautiful. We're swapping to catch for some... What kind of play do we have going on here, guys? Going for a Bone Club catch, and they have a Meganium in the back. I don't know about this one. Frenzy Plant is disgusting. Meganium is a boss, because Frenzy Plant and Vine Whip combination is always scary when Flying or Steel is not around. And it has Earthquake to handle, though. So it's really only... It fears pretty much Skarmory, one of the most Pokemon it fears. So we have a shield left. Watch what we do here, though. It's not over yet. It's okay. It's okay. We're going to farm down. Oh, boy. Oh. In comes the Alolan Marowak. We have two of these Aqua Tails. Who won it? Who won it? Going once. Going twice. Sold to the Qwilfish. All right. Let's get it, folks. All righty. Into the next battle here. Got a pretty lengthy one for you, too. And we're met with a Hypno. Bad lead. Bad lead. Swapping into Skarmory. And that's still not a complete safe matchup because of Thunder or Fire Punch. And they're bringing in the, the Galarian Stunfisk. And I'm just like, here we go again with this crap. But like we've seen before, it can still handle itself. So why we didn't hit that, and this is perfect. I wanted their second Rock Slide to get through. There was a little lag. That's why it seemed like I didn't know exactly what I wanted to do. I wanted them to get their charge moves through first, so we don't take Rock Slides after we gotten off these, because we're lowering our defense right now. But we're still able to take them out. Look at the Skarmory. Look at, do you see this, folks? Just a little strategy there. Let them get the Rock Slides, then get off your Brave Birds. You're going to be able to survive and do more damage. Well, you're not doing more damage, but you're just surviving, which could inevitably be more damage, right? Anyways, up against them, a champ here. They're letting that Aqua Tail go through. Interesting. And I do believe, let this go through as well. It is a Rock Slide, and they're going to be able to farm us down. That's no problem. The Qwilfish did a lot of damage. We're going to bring in this Scrafty here because, well, the champ's done. The fighter problem is out of the picture here, and they're not shielding that up, expecting a power-up punch, and that is exactly why they let that go through. Just to give you, like, why would they let that go through? They thought that I was going to bait them with a power-up punch. All right, next battle, we're met with a Venusaur regular here, so this is a problematic. Now, I've experienced this using Qwilfish. People don't expect the Sludge Wave to do so much. They let it go. Maybe they think we're going to bait, but look at that. Taking the Venusaur out pretty much, and let's just keep it going here. We're going to go ahead and go for the Aqua Tail on the Sableye just to do some chip damage and swap into our Scrafty, and we're looking pretty good at this point. I mean... We're down a shield, but their Venusaur is basically out of commission at this point, and it doesn't really have much energy, or it's not doing much over there. Up against the Sableye, we're just countering away. We're going to go ahead and let this return go through, doing a lot of damage, putting our hope into the Skarmory. And if you're thinking, well, if there's a Galarian Stunfisk in the back, well, what have we seen Skarmory do twice in this video? Take out Galarian Stunfisk. So, Skarmory... counter to Galarian Stunfisk confirmed. All right, going for the power punch on the Galarian Stunfisk. Ooh, and they're swapping. Maybe just to get reduced damage from the Scrafty here, but in comes Skarmory. And again, I'm telling you folks, Skarmory is the Galarian Stunfisk counter confirmed. Okay, let's go. Remember, you want to wait until they get off all their energy, and then once they do that, and potentially their shields are down, but they still have that shield left, so we're not going for it. Gonna go for the Sky Attack. And we're getting the shield. Swapping into Qwilfish, and we're going to go ahead and finish the job here. Completely spaced out that we had the Qwilfish left, and we're coming in clutch with that charge move and taking the win with the star of the show. Let's go. All right, into the next battle. I hope everybody's having a good morning or night, day, wherever you're at. I'm personally Making this right now in the morning, sipping on my coffee, feeling nice, feeling good, trying to enjoy life here. So we're going to just stick this one out here. It's not particularly the best matchup. As you can see, the Skarmory is going to be able to keep taking these Aqua Tails kind of with ease, while the Sky Attack is going to be dishing out a lot more damage. But the thing about it is I'm going to be able to spam these Aqua Tails a little bit faster than they're going to be able to get off those Sky Attacks. But in comes another one here, and unfortunately it's going to be able to outpace me as far as the shield game is concerned. And now what am I going to do? Well, we're going to go ahead and go in here with Scrafty and farm, and they're bringing in a Vigoroth instantly. And I was thinking, well, what the heck? Should I stay here? Should I go? Probably maybe should have stayed, but we're going to go ahead and swap into our Skarmory here. Taking reduced damage, I guess, from the counter. And not very effective damage with the Body Slam. But the thing about Vigoroth is it's Vigoroth. It's good. Even if I'm a Skarmory, it's still going to wither me down slowly but surely, as you can see here. But we do have the advantage nonetheless. Going for a Sky Attack, taking them out. They're still holding on to 2 shields, bringing in a Swampert regular. And I don't think this is looking too good for us here. We're going to go ahead and shield up this Hydro Cannon. Get off this Sky Attack. They still have 2 shields, so I'm a little nervous here. And now we are shieldless. We're going to go ahead and swap into our Scrafty, but it's still looking like we could potentially pull this off. It's not over yet. All right, so they're swapping and catching. Oh man, this was bad. This was a good catch for them. That was a very good play, but it's bad for me. And I was so close to getting off that Power Punch. Oh my goodness, that would have been it, I think. Oh no, we don't have enough energy. No, that was a loss nonetheless. Yeah, good game. You got me. Yeah, you can't win them all. Alrighty, so let's go ahead and keep moving here. We're using the same team for the whole video, same lead. We're met with a very interesting Pokemon, Seeking. It does have Poison Jab, not very effective. So I already know it has Drill Run, and we're definitely going to be shielding it up. I'm not waiting for no Icy Wind. I'm going to not take any risks. We got that Sludge Wave through. We're looking good, shielding up the Drill Run, farming down with energy ready to go. They're bringing in a Hypno, of course. It's going to be doing a lot of damage, and at this point, we're just going to have to take it. We're not swapping and locking ourselves. Getting that Sludge Wave through, getting a shield out of them. Should have maybe won a couple Aqua Tails, but you know, you live and you learn. Bringing in that Scrafty, and the only thing I have to fear is Focus Blast. And there's a Focus Blast. They already won. This game is over. I had a feeling in my bones that they were going to go for it, but you can't predict them all, and well played. And if somebody's running Focus Blast, they're running a risk. If they get a Focus Blast through, cheers, you know? All right, good game. You got me. I'm playing it out for a minute, and I back out. I just back out. They got me. I mean, there's no point at that time. All right, so nice Focus Blast land. Into the next battle, we're met with an Azumarill. Oh, we've been waiting for this one, haven't we, folks? Yes, we have. We want to see what it looks like. What does a Qwilfish do up against an Azumarill? Well, let's see. Sludge Wave, one shot almost. That's what it does. And you don't need to shield anything. Hydro Pump's going to hurt. There you go. That's the hardest hitting move that's going to happen to you from an Azumarill to a Qwilfish. So there you go. That's the matchup. Qwilfish wins. So they're bringing in a Shiftry. Makes you really wonder what's in the back there. Something else weak to poison. Getting off the Sludge Wave, getting a shield, and I'm thinking then we can get another shield. They don't fall for it. They're like, nah, that wasn't enough energy to get off another Sludge Wave. Bringing in the Skarmory, and they have an Alola Marowak, swapping into our Scrafty, still holding on to 2 shields, and we're looking good. No Power Punch. I don't care if they shield or not. They're down a shield. Let's just go for it. Getting that last one, because what if we get off a Power Punch and they don't shield, right? Let's just keep it going here. Letting the Bone Club go through, very nice. Now the only thing at this point that's going to save them is the farm down and me getting too greedy and not shielding. Going to go ahead and shield up that Bone Club and go for this one. That's going to be doing big damage. Big damage. But not quite enough for us to take it out. But what's going to happen is they're swapping here, and we're going to let this go through. We're going to farm down and then take out... Oh, we're not? What? Okay, so we're shielding up the Scrafty with energy on it. And, you know, we're not going to be able to take this, no problem. Farm down. Go for a Sky Attack on this. This is going to be a Bone Club or a Shadow Bone. Shadow Bone, survive, Sky Attack, we win. Okay, our Scrafty just had energy. For some reason, we wanted to preserve that. Very nice. Okay, good game. All right, it's nice winning those matchups with the Azumarill in the lead. Looking good. On to our next opponent, Nidoqueen. Let's go. Bring it on. I love this thing. But sorry, this is pretty much a counter. They're going to be catching a Aqua Tail with their Umbreon. They're basically using that as just, you know, to absorb the charge moves. Very nice. Locking themselves in there, though. and putting themselves up against the Scrafty, which is not going to be good. All right, Scrafty's going to put in some work. I think that's the only power-up punch we want to get off. I do sacrifice health for energy at this point because they're going to be able to get off another last resort. I could have taken them out if I went for a power-up punch, but like I said, I wanted energy coming out of this. Scrafty did what it needed to do, and we're looking good and still holding on to 2 shields here. Right. Okay, so what are they going to come back into battle with? It is going to be their own Scrafty. I screw up here. I was expecting something else, and I go for foul play. Ooh, big mess up. Well, at least we're able to get to another one here. Now, this is going to be ×2 power or tag up. So at least we're able to dig in quite significantly. Going to go in here with Skarmory, of course, obviously. We could have went in with the Qwilfish too, because we do resist the counters, I suppose. They're getting off that foul play, swapping into Nidoqueen, and this is another Pokemon like we've discussed that we don't need to worry about with the Skarmory here, because we are flying and Steel, which is resisting pretty much everything it has, right? Earth Power will hurt, like we discussed. If they get off a couple of those Poison Fangs, lowering the defense, and then they will be getting right through you with that Earth Power. There it is. Not able to take us out still. Keep in mind that is not a Shadow. Shadow is going to be doing a significantly more amount of damage that you really need to worry about. Swapping into Qwilfish, still holding onto 2 shields. Let's go ahead and take that thing out of here with our Aqua Tail. Letting it go down. Bringing in that Scrafty. This is a GG's at this point here, folks. We have 2 shields. We are going to shield this up. Foul play coming at us. And this was unnecessary. I should have just quick moved down. Very unnecessary here. But it happens. You get a little nervous for whatever reason, no matter what. It's like we had a shield left in health. Like, what are we so nervous about? Anyway, next battle, another Azumarill. Let's get it. Thank goodness. These leads are looking nice and juicy. Some good leads, some bad leads. It's all good. All right, so they're getting off an Ice Beam. Okay, sounds good to me. Just making sure they're not trying to catch. That's why I didn't throw right away. Getting off that Sludge Wave and one-shotting them because we did farm down significantly more compared to the last Azumarill. So they have a Ferrothorn here. This could be problematic because it does have Thunder. I'm assuming it has Thunder. When I run my Ferrothorn, I like to run Thunder because when you run into a, I don't know, flyer, specifically Skarmory here, you're going to be smiling when you get that through. Check it out. Thunder, bam, over half, looking good. And they are in comfortable town right now. Going for a Sky Attack here. Taking out that Ferrothorn. What you got in the back? It is a Medicham. And I've lost. Yeah, I've lost this battle. Maybe. Pretty sure I did. Because I got greedy with my shields. If I would have shielded up that Thunder, we could have won this. But I'm not, like, I don't like always saying that. Because it's, like, kind of discrediting the opponent. As well as, well, if I would have, well, duh. Like, if you got in an accident, if you would have made a left instead of a right, yeah, you know. So anyways, we're going to go ahead and go for the Sky Attack. And, well, it's over. We go down with 2 shields. You gotta love that. Okay. All right. So, into the next battle. And we're met with a Umbreon. And this is not particularly the best situation for me. But if we can land a Sludge Wave, ooh, yeah. Oh, yeah. It really does do a lot of damage coming from Qwilfish. Foul play, doing over half. This is just a squishy little fishy. Okay. Squishy little fishy. I like that. Okay. So, what do we do? Let this go through. I mean, what else? Swap and get locked, countered. Might as well just let it go down and come in here and farm with the Scrafty, I suppose, right? All right. When you have the Skarmory and Scrafty paired up together, there's not too much that can really stand in their way, to be honest. They're going in with Nidoqueen. We're farming up a little bit with the Scrafty, swapping into Skarmory. And this is a Shadow, so here you go. This is your example. What can the Skarmory do up against a Shadow Nidoqueen? I mean, it wasn't too much of a question as could it handle it, but the question as let's see how much damage it does with these moves here. I do believe they try to go to Bait City. They just keep Poison Fanging the heck out of me. I don't know their motive. Maybe they're trying to lower our defense. Maybe they're trying to get our shields. Maybe they're trying to do that and then go for Earth Power. Nonetheless, that's what they went for. Bring it in. They Hypno. We got some nice lag. Oh, you gotta love it. Swapping into our Scrafty after they finally get in probably like three quick moves. Going for the foul play. And this is the last battle, folks. So remember, give it a thumbs up if you do enjoy my videos. And they're going for a Fire Punch. It looks like we're going to be able to have a win from the projection of this battle here. Taking out the Hypno. And what's going on? They're just picking what they want to come back in here with. It's going to be that Nidoqueen. Do believe we're going to go ahead and let this go down. It is going to be time for Oh, they let it go and swap. We countered down the Umbreon, and this is our game here. I do believe this gets a little close. They keep Poison Fanging us, but we're able to pull off the Sky Attack. So if you did enjoy this video, give it a thumbs up. I have a lot more battles for you folks. I'm not going to stop grinding. It don't stop, won't stop, can't stop. Thanks for watching. Take care.
It's out of my hand, but I'm still in control. It's out of my hand. You can never take away the power of my It's out of my hand, but I'm still in control. It's out of my hand. You can never take away the power of my soul.
Hey! So you're finally here! Fantastic!